the room. So almost like you're a ballet dancer. Heels up to meet them. So heels directly underneath knees, knees directly underneath hips. We're going to have a slight bend in the knee so we don't pop the backs of the legs back too far. Just a nice soft joint through the legs. We're going to check in with the pelvis. Okay, we're going to rock the pelvis all the way back to 100 and then tuck the pelvis all the way forward into 0. So all the way forward is your furthest point forward, all the way back is 100. We're going to come into the center point of that, so 50 out of your 100. Checking in with them shoulders. We're going to roll the shoulders all the way up to the ears, all the way back, squeezing all the tension out in the back. Lovely. Rolling them all the way up towards the ears, squeezing them up, rolling them back, pinching the shoulder blades together at the back and all the way down. And again, coming all the way up. Good, well done. I'm going to take a few breaths with it. So all the way up to the ears, all the way around with some breathing. So inhale to come them up, exhale to bring them down. Good. Last one, all the way up, exhale to bring them down. Shaking the tension up through the arms. We're going to do a couple of full circles the opposite direction. So bringing them back and up towards the ears and then bringing them forward down the front of the body. Good. And again, just 3 big ones, squeezing all that tension out. Lovely. One big full circle all the way back, making sure that this time you're setting them shoulder blades up, plant them onto the rib cage, opening through the chest, releasing through the shoulders, making sure you've got no tension in the arms whatsoever. We're going to take a few deep breaths in, just as we come up onto the toes. So we're rising up on them heels, onto the toes, and then coming down onto the heels, sorry. And whilst you're doing this, just think about that pelvis and the core engaging through the centre. So that belt, pulling that belt all the way to notch number 3 and then coming down. Lovely. Lengthening through that spine and imagine you've got that piece of string pulling you up to the ceiling. So you're leading with the head, core engaged, spine nice and strong. Good. And a couple more. Lovely. Breathing with it. I'm already out of breath. So good. Just making sure that whatever you're doing is in time with your breathing and you're not rushing yourself through it. Good. We're going to add in those arms. So we're going to inhale to float up with the arms coming up onto the toes at the same time. Exhale to float down towards the floor. And again, inhale to rise up. Exhale to float down. Good. And again, making sure them shoulder blades aren't rising up to the ears. We want the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. We want no tension through the chest or through the arms. Everything's coming through the feet and that the core should be engaging to help the body. Lovely. We're going to inhale to come up. Exhale to take the arms out wide and float down with the heels. So inhale to come up with the arms up. Exhale to split the arms in half and come down. Well done. And again, inhale to come up. Exhale to float down with the arms down. So like an angel, really. Imagine you're in snow. We're just going to do some angel wings. Lovely. Good. Shaking any tension up through the arms and legs, shaking them off. We're going to open through the chest. We're going to take the arms out into T position. We're going to imagine that you've got 2 headlights on your hips just here. So we don't want the hips moving. We want the hips completely still. The twist comes from the rib cage over the hip. Okay, so nice deep breath in. Release through the shoulders, so making sure you're not rising them shoulders up towards the ears. Opening through the chest. Going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale to take the head and the arms over them hips. Good. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, lengthen through the arms. Feel like you can touch the walls with your fingers. Stretching through those arms. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, go in the opposite direction. Twisting over them hips. Trying to make sure that those hips go forward. And again, you're stretching through the chest. So inhale back to center. Exhale, twist. Lovely. Last one on the other side. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, twist. Well done. Back to center, drop the arms down. We're going to slide one arm down the side of the body, taking one arm up and over and stretching through the side. If you want to, you can drop the head down just to get a nice stretch through the neck. taking a nice deep breath in and try and allow that to stretch out a little bit more with the out breath. Good. Inhale back up to the top. Good. And then exhale to take over the other side. Well done. And again, coming back up and adding in the other side. Thought Andrea dropped off then. And one more on the opposite side. Well done. Ah, good work. Okay. Oh, Sheila, before I go into doing this, I was going to show you these. They're in Tesco's. Have you seen these before? No, they're in Tesco's at the moment. I think they're about £7.99 for two, but they're really thick and they've got like a sticky bit there so they don't ravel up so much. So we're going to do some squats. You can grab a resistance band if you want to, and if not, then don't worry. We'll start off on an easier option. No band. But I'd like to show you the principle of squats. I'm sure you all know them already. But sometimes, as it is a fresh year, we'll just have a little reminder. So we're going to take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Okay, sorry, Mum, I should have mentioned resistance band. Don't have to have it on though. So we really want to think about the foot placement. Okay, so toes are in the floor, toes are on the floor, should I say? Heels are in the floor. We're lengthening through the spine and we're having a slight bend in the knee just to set us up. We don't want that core cutting out already because once the core cuts out, the back's already at hypertension. So it's already starting to make the pelvis flick out. We're not looking for that. We're looking for keeping the spine tucked in, okay? And we're bending from the knees. So we're keeping everything nice and straight through the back, up nice and strong, and then bending from the knee. We don't want this, okay? So head up tall, tailbone tucked under, bending from the knees, and if you need to, you can take your hands out forward with the squat. Good. So almost like you've got a chair behind you. We're pushing up. Now the next thing that I want to mention, we've got the first bit done. Don't let the knees turn in. So what tends to happen sometimes is when we're concentrating on the squat, the knees come in like this. We want their knees out, we're dropping in. So tailbone under, nice deep breath in at the top to set you up. Exhale, dropping into that squat. Good. Tailbone still tucked under, core engaged, lengthening through that spine and pushing up. Feeling them glutes engaging as you push back up again. Nice deep breath in at the top. Exhale, taking them arms out in front, tucking the pelvis under, core engaged, and then pushing back up again. Glutes engaged. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Really feeling them quads having to kick in to keep you there. Nice deep breath in at the top. Exhale, taking the arms forward, dropping in to the chair that's not behind you. Lovely. Two more. Inhale at the top. Exhale, dropping in. And then coming back up. Nice and strong at the top. Inhale. Last one. Good. Well done. Shake out the legs. I think using these resistance bands is a bit too far for me today. Right, okay, so we come to the end of the mat. We're going to do a roll down. Joe, have you done a roll down in your previous Pilates classes? Yes, so you kind of know what to do. That's good. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, underneath the knees, underneath hips. Checking in with the core, making sure that's engaged. Pelvis is at 50, shoulders back and away from the ears. And down the back. We're lengthening through that spine at the top. We're going to take a nice deep breath in at the top. Exhale, tucking the chin to chest, rolling the shoulders forward, bending them knees. Don't overstrain the back, but making sure that you're taking it nice and slow. Wherever you feel you need to, we're going to push into the floor with the feet and then stack the spine back up on top of each other. So this is just breaking it down really gently, Joe. This is the first little bit, just to get the lower back opening up first, and then we open up a full roll down. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, tucking the chin to chest, rolling the shoulders forward And then slowly making your way a bit further down with each one. Really relaxing through the neck and the shoulders, allowing the head to go floppy. And whenever you're ready, we're rolling back up. Good. Really flexing that spine, making sure that you're opening through the back and opening through the shoulders. Nice deep breath at the top. Exhale, tucking the chin to chest. Rolling the shoulders. And coming down into ragdoll. So opposite hand to opposite elbow. And then gently bend their knees a little bit more if you need to. We're going to rock from side to side to open through that lower back. Good. I can't breathe anymore, so I can't talk. So, well done. So we're going to take the hands down onto the floor and we're going to walk the hands round in a semicircle on the floor. So open through the side of the body, like this. Well done. Now we're going to walk the hands round to the middle and then all the way around the other side, just to open through this other hip. Taking a nice deep breath in, just to stretch through that side of the body. And then walking the hands back to centre again. We're going to start to roll back up, so bending their knees, tucking the pelvis under, stacking the spine one by one up into a standing position. As you come up to the top, we'll open the chest and lengthening through the head. We're going to come down into downward dog on the next one, and then we're going to come into a few press ups. Box press up if you want to do box press up, half plank or full if you're feeling strong. Nice deep breath in at the top, open through the chest. Exhale, tucking the chin to chest, rolling down, bending the knees. And then as you come down towards the floor, we're going to take the weight into the toes. I'm going to walk the hands out into downward dog. Pushing the bum up to the ceiling, really stretching through the back of the body. One ankle at a time, we're going to start to walk the heels out. Still focusing on pushing the hands into the floor as well as the feet. Taking a few nice deep breaths just to make sure the body's getting a good stretch. Really feel the stretch through the back of the hamstrings around the calves. Well done. Okay, so from here, we're going to either come into box press up or half plank press up. So whichever position you're going for, really think about that core still being engaged, because the first thing that everyone does, let me bring you forward. I feel like you're really far away. Can't see myself very well. Whew. Okay, so don't let the butt of the back drop. We're keeping that tailbone tucked under and the core zipped up through the centre. Making sure them shoulders, the hands are directly under your shoulders, and the body weight comes over if you come into half plank. We don't want the body weight back. Body weight back here. Taking a nice deep breath in. Again, thinking about them shoulder placements. They want to be down away from the ears. We're going to take a nice deep breath in at the top. Exhale, we're going to bend the elbows towards the body and dropping the nose down towards the floor. Inhale to push the floor away. Good. Still keeping that core engaged. Take a nice deep breath in at the top. And then exhale to drop down. Good. Inhale. And last one. Exhale, coming down towards the floor. Good. Good work. So we're going to come into child's pose, taking the knees wide, dropping the bend down towards the heels, stretching through the shoulder blades. Lovely job. So we're going to extend child's pose into a cat-cow and a child's pose together. So cat-cow would normally be flat back and then opening through the chest, tucking the tailbone under. We're going to take feet together, knees out wide. Lovely, good. So what we're going to do is like a child's pose to stretch forward and tuck the pelvis under and then come up and into a child's pose. Good. Sorry, up into cat-cow. Tuck the pelvis under, coming backwards onto the heels, and then lift the chest, lift the head to stretch the spine, and look up at the ceiling. Good. And again, tucking the pelvis under, taking the bum down towards the feet, stretching through them shoulder blades. Good. And then looking up at the ceiling, taking the belly button to the floor, and coming forward. Again, flexing the spine, dropping back. Good. And then looking up at the ceiling, just drop the belly button down to come forward. And again, nice deep breath in to come back. Exhale, belly button to the floor, breathing out. Inhale, stretching, exhale, forward. Good, and again, inhale, and back, exhale, forward. Well done. Lovely. Coming back and relaxing into the back of the body again, just stretching through them glutes a little bit more. Dropping the head down if you can, relaxing through them elbows, stretching out. Well done. Okay, so just adding on to that cat-cow, we're going to try and do like a circle with the body. So we're going to come over to the right, forward, and then like almost drop into that left hip. So I'm going to come from this direction, or maybe this direction. So I'm going to open through that hip, okay, and then I'm going to circle. So almost like you're coming through into opening through them hips. That's it, man, well done. And then moving left into that left hip. So you're opening through the whole of the side and then the other side. So taking a nice deep breath in to set yourself up if you want to. Exhale, coming over onto the left hip, drawing a circle. So imagine you've got a pencil on top of your head and you're going to try and draw a full circle with it. You don't have to make too much movement through the hips, but the more you focus on getting the flexion in the spine is the aim of it. So we're trying to open through the spine on the sides, and then we're opening through the spine through the centre as well. Good. One more full circle this direction. And then once you get to the heels, we're going to come in all the way around the other way, whichever direction you're in. Well done, everyone. Whew. Last big circle this way. Coming down onto the heels again, stretching through into the back. Good, well done. So we're going to do a little seated spine stretch. Coming onto the floor, legs out in front. Well done. So feet out wide. There we go. Feet out wide. Sorry, a little bit wider than what I've got. Hands down to the floor to start with. Setting yourself up, so I want you to try and feel the sitting bones under your bum. So it's almost like your pelvis is on the very base of the floor. Opening through the chest, relaxing the shoulders down the back. So that's really important, because otherwise what happens is we don't curve the back very well. So if I show you from this position, I'm on my sitting bones, shoulders are down the back, and fingertips are on the floor. Or if you can't touch the floor, the ball will be good in front of you here. We're taking a nice deep breath in at centre, so opening through the chest, lengthening through the spine, and then exhale, tucking the chin to chest. We're doing a roll down, but in a seated position. So chin to chest, we're going to start to gently curve this back, so that my rib cage is starting to come forward, and then I'm looking at the flexion through my lower back here. Good. If this is uncomfortable for anybody and you feel like your legs are hurting, you can bend your knees and still focus on the back and the flexion. So taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, taking the chin to chest. Rolling down. Good, well done. And again, coming up, stacking the spine up one by one. The last thing to come up is the head. Taking a nice deep breath in, opening through the chest. Exhale, taking the chin to chest. And slowly rolling forward. Well done. Inhale to come up, stack the spine back up. And exhale, taking the chin to chest. Rolling, sorry, rolling forward. And then stacking the spine. Well done, everybody. So let's open through the chest again. You don't have to have a ball, just use your hands. We're going to just use the ball as a focus point. So hands out in front. Well done. We're going to open through the chest and look over that hand at the back, and then come back to centre. Well done. And then we're going to inhale to open up the other arm. Exhale to bring the hand forward. Good. And then again, inhale. Lovely. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale to open. Exhale, forward. Well done. Again, if it's hurting your hamstrings, just bend the knees. Really important to make sure that you're moving the head with the hand as well, though, so you're opening through the neck. And then you're looking over the shoulder. If you can't get all the way back, just go as far as you can. Last two. Inhale to open. Exhale forward. Last one. Inhale to open. Exhale forward. Good. Okay, so we're going to go into a twisted, a twist under foot fold forward. So if I show you, we're going to go into T position with the arms. And again, making sure them shoulders don't come forward and rolling out. We're going to open the chest and shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Finding them sitting bones still. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist and then fold over that leg. Good. And then again, inhale to come up. So this is the first stage of soar. So it's just a twist, okay? And then fold over the hips. Back up, opening up. Good. Inhale. Exhale to fold. And then inhale to come up. Good. Exhale to fold. Extension to this is, it's called soar for a reason, because we're going to aim little pinky to little toe, and we're going to try and soar the pinky off on the toe. Good. So just, we're not bouncing, we're looking for a soaring action. Go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3. Good. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist and fold. 1, 2, and 3. Well done. Inhale, opening. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3. Good work. Back into centre, dropping the arms down, shaking the tension out. Coming into a bended knee seated position. We're going to do my favourite. I'm going to pop the ball behind the lower back, pillow behind the lower back dome. If you want to pick up a ball from me, you can more than welcome to pick up a ball at any point. But I thought as a test run, you could just go with the pillow for now. Sorry, ladies, got a croak. So again, finding them sitting bones under the pelvis. We're going to make sure the bended knees are, the feet are in a comfortable position. Don't want them too far out or too close. We just want them halfway between the two. We're sitting up nice and tall, so we're making sure the shoulders open and down away from the ears, and the ball has got your support in your lower back or the pillow. We're going to float the arms out in front. Good. Making sure that core is engaged, okay, so that the core is supported. We're going to start to roll back on the pillow or the ball. Feel that core connection, and whenever you're ready, we're tucking the chin to chest. We're rolling back up into a seated position. Good. Nice deep breath in at the top. Shoulders down and away from the ears, keeping that core connection. We're coming down and rolling over the ball. Good. Feeling that connection, and then starting to come back up into a seated position. So that's just the first point of us connecting with the core firstly. Secondly, training the core to start to engage. And then hopefully with each one, we can extend it a little bit further. Now, sometimes this can hurt people's quads because the quads can start to kick in more than. So if you put your feet together and knees out, my breathing's going all over the shop today. Right, so sitting up nice and tall, still feeling those sitting bones. And then doing exactly the same thing. We'll do 3 more. Sitting up nice and tall, find the sitting bones, lifting that chest, opening through the chest, arms out in front, nice deep breath in. Exhale, rolling over the ball, finding that core connection, and then tucking the chin to chest, and then rolling back up. So as we come on a roll up, I want you to imagine you've got a piece of string pulling you up back up to the ceiling, so that your core is really having to work to keep that spine nice and straight. Nice deep breath in at the top. Exhale, tucking the chin to chest, rolling over the ball. Good. Whenever you're ready, tucking the chin to chest, rolling the shoulders, and then coming back up with that nice core at the top. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Rolling over the ball. And then tucking the chin to chest and roll back up. Well done. Okay, so we're going to take the ball or the pillow away, or keep the pillow there if you feel more comfortable. We're taking the arms or the ball, whichever you want, out in front of you. Good. So at this point, you can still feel the sitting bones underneath your bum. Okay, we're going to come over so we feel that connection. We're going to open through the arms, one arm out, good. Back into the centre and roll back up again. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, taking it back, opening through the opposite arm, back to centre, back up. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, rolling back, opening, back in, and stacking up. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, rolling back, opening up, back to centre, and stacking up. Nice deep breath in, and exhale to roll back, opening up. Good, well done. And then stacking up, nice deep breath in, exhale, rolling back, inhale to come up. Exhale, rolling back. Lovely job, ladies, looking good. Doing well. Is it tough, Joe? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, because if it was boring and really easy, you wouldn't want to come anyway. So last two, inhale at the top, exhale, tucking back, opening up. Stacking up, nice deep breath in. Exhale, rolling back, tapping back, and then stacking back up. Well done, everyone. Let's do, don't really remember doing tree. Joe, give it a go, and if you can't, then don't worry. So we're going to take the hands and pop it behind the back of the knee here. Lovely. Sula, do you feel all right with this? Does your back feel all right? Well, we're going to go down, take the leg with us, okay, take the arm back, the leg back, and then we're going to pull back up with the leg, core engaged and lift back up. Feel all right with that? Don't want you to pull your back or do too much damage. If it is too much, just sit it out, okay? Nice deep breath in. We're going to keep one leg behind, so one leg stays. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to keep one leg flat. So pointing the toes up towards the ceiling on this leg that's down on the floor. So you're really feeling some activation through this leg. Stacking up onto those sitting bones, so finding the sitting bones underneath the bum. We're going to start to curl the back, so tucking the pelvis under, rolling down. Now at this point, your leg's going to want to come up, so let it come. But do you really think about that core connection? So we're slowly allowing that body to start to come down onto the floor and taking that leg up with it. Everybody right? This leg's up in the air anyway, so you're okay. We're going to start to stretch through the back of that calf. So we're going to take the toes and bring them towards the face, and then flex the toes up towards the ceiling again. So we're just stretching through that heel, and then relaxing the foot to point up to the ceiling. So the pull with the hands behind the leg is just giving that hamstring a bit of a stretch, and then the calf muscle a little bit of a stretch at the same time. So keep going with those stretches. Whenever you're ready, you can walk the hands a little bit closer or up towards the feet and give that leg a little extra pull. Just a nice deep breath in and out to make that stretch relax a little bit. Whenever you're ready, we're flexing the foot, so bringing it towards the feet, and then pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. And again, just opening through that calf, opening through the hamstring. Don't forget to breathe if it's painful. Good. Okay. We're going to start to come up into the seated position again. So tucking the chin to chest, taking the hands, walking them down towards the back of the knee again, and then bending that knee, core connection, rolling back up into a seated position. Yay, well done everyone. Okay, opposite leg, hands behind the back of the leg, sitting on them sitting bones, finding the sitting bones, tucking the chin to chest, rolling down. Core connection might be a bit weaker on one side, so really gently lower yourself down to the floor, and then walk them hands up towards the calf, stretching. Or if you can't get your hands, some people are different, everyone's different, so if you can't get your hands on the calf, then just as far up as you can. We're just going to focus on stretching through the calf muscles, so flexing the foot, bringing the toes down, up and down, stretching through the back of the leg. Good. Well done. Whenever you're ready and you feel that you can, taking the hands a little bit further towards the foot and then pulling that leg in a little bit more. Nice deep breaths to stretch through the hamstring. Flexing the foot, pointing the toes. You stretch through that foot and ankle. Well done. Good work. Whenever you're ready, we're walking the hands back down towards the hamstring, tucking the chin to chest, pushing into that leg to help pull you back up into a seated position. Keep going, Joe. Push, push. That's it. Well done. Good work. Okay. So let's roll down, a full roll down to the mat, and then we're going to do some legs in the air stuff. Right. So tucking the chin to chest, rolling back, connection with that core still. Really feel each vertebrae one at a time coming down onto the mat. Well done. Let's set you up in a laying position. Okay. So making sure the feet are about hand and a bit's distance away from the bum cheeks. We're checking in with that core, so making sure that you're just gently resting on the mat. There's no gap between the spine and the floor. Making sure that pelvis is at about 50%, so that you're fully supported by the mat. Okay, so again, zipping up through the core, so belly button to spine, making sure you've got some connection there. We're raising the hands up towards the ceiling. Good. And at this point, we're just going to set the shoulder blades up. So we're taking the shoulder blades off of the floor. You might not be able to see me very well, but I'm literally just almost imagine that somebody's pulling my hands up towards the ceiling, and it will take my shoulder blades with them. So we're resting them shoulder blades back down on the floor again, and again lifting them shoulder blades up, and then taking them back down again. So all this is doing is opening through the back, so that you haven't got any tension through the back of the shoulders. Lovely. Taking the hands down, so pinky finger is resting on the floor, hands facing the hips. So we're going to set up into bridge position. I want you to imagine you've got a clock face on your belly. Number 12 is on your sternum. 6 is on your pelvic bone. And then we're going to roll a marble in your belly button all the way down to 6. So literally tilting the pelvis all the way down to 6, and then rolling the marble all the way up to 12. Good. And again, rolling that marble all the way down to 6. Good. And then rolling it all the way up to 12 again. Well done. So this is just the very first point of your spine starting to move, and it's just getting that pelvic tilt connection involved. And again, just keep going, tilting all the way up to 12 and all the way down to 6. At this point, we're going to roll the ball all the way up to 12, and we're going to keep going. We're going to start to lift each vertebrae one at a time up off the mat. Okay, hands still facing the hips and still gently resting on the floor. Good. Keep going and push up as close as you can without the shoulder blades coming up off of the mat. We're pushing through the feet and pushing through the quads. The hips come up nice and high. Good. Whenever you're ready, we're going to roll that spine all the way back down to the mat again. Tucking the pelvis under as you come towards the lower back so that you don't come down bum first. We're going down one vertebrae at a time. And again, tilting that marble all the way down to 6, all the way up to 12, and then keep going. So we're coming up into bridge. One by one, each vertebrae comes up. Once you get past the bra strap or bra line, we're looking at the shoulder blades still staying on the floor. And we're going to keep pushing through them glutes. So your glutes should be engaging, and you're pushing through the hip flexors on the front. We're stretching out on the front of the body. Good. Well done. Rolling back down again. Starting to step that spine down. So we're getting that flexion through the back. The last thing to come down is the coccyx. Well done. And again, pushing through that coccyx all the way up. And then keep going. Lifting that spine up off the mat. Well done. With the next one, we're going to keep up here, making sure them glutes are engaging, quads are engaging. We're going to float the arms up towards the ceiling, up overhead, and stretching through them shoulder blades. Good. And then again, bringing them back down again. So we're sweeping them up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath in at the top. Exhale to float the arms back down again. And again, inhale to float up. Exhale to float down. Good. Inhale to float up. Exhale to float down. Good work. As they come down, we're going to start to roll that spine down, making sure that you don't come down bum first. Again, flexing at the lower back. Well done. So core engaged. We're going to start to do some toe taps. I want you to imagine that you've got a bowl of water on your belly and your core is engaged, almost like that bowl of water is filled to the brim and you don't want a drop of it to come out. We're going to keep that connection with the core and we're going to take one knee up to the ceiling. So bent position with the knee here. We're floating one leg up, hinge at hip. Good. Now, with that bowl of water still on your belly, not 1 inch of it's going to drop. We're going to lift the other knee into a bent position. Good. So tabletop position with the knees, hands still floating down here on the mat. Keeping that bowl completely still, we're going to tap one toe to the floor. Good. Bringing that knee back up into bent position, still keeping that bowl completely still. Opposite foot goes towards the floor. And float it back up again. And again, opposite side. Coming down, coming back up. Well done. And again, opposite foot. We're going to add in that breath. So wherever you are and whatever you feel comfortable with, we're going to inhale. If you want to inhale away. Good. Making sure you're adding in the breathing to whatever pace you feel comfortable with and whatever speed you want to go at. But we're just going to concentrate on the foot floating down. So you're controlling the movement all the way with every single bit. Core completely engaged throughout. And the foot floats down and controls come back up again. The breathing will help the control, so make sure you're breathing and that your shoulders aren't coming up towards your ears, making sure that everything's going through that core. Good. Well done. So we're going to add on, we're going to do double toe taps. So with each leg, we're going to tap twice. 1, 2, floating back up. Good. 1, 2, floating back up. So pointing the toe really helps the movement slow down a little bit. We just want to make sure there's complete control in those legs and that you're doing it really strong through the core. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. Good work. Just a few more. Last one. Back up. We're taking the knees into the chest and then rolling from side to side. Well done. Okay, so back into a bent knee position. So knees parallel with the, legs parallel with the floor. Taking them hands and making sure they're by the hips. And we're going to take both feet down towards the floor and then lifting back up again. Good. Nice deep breath in. Exhale to take the breath away, take the movement away, and inhale to come back. Exhale, taking it away. Now, if you feel like your bowl of water is spilling all over the shop, then take it back a level. But if you feel that your core has got your connection there really well, and that your back is not peeling up off the mat, that's the biggest problem, is you'll put too much pressure on the lower back if you're doing too much, and you're probably not at the first stage enough to be able to move on to the next level. But it is a very simple lower ab exercise, but at the same time it is very tough. So don't be defeated, it's just you've got to learn the basics before we move on. 2 more. Well done, ladies. Taking the knees into the chest, taking the head up if you need to, rolling from side to side. Good work. We're coming onto the side. And we're going to take one arm out in front. So sorry, the bottom arm out in front, sorry. If you want to, you can grab your ball or pillow. Where's my ball gone? There it is. And pop your head underneath. Sorry, the ball underneath your head. Bending them knees and taking the other hand that's on the top, on top of the other hand. Lovely. We're going to open up through the chest. We can take the head and look over the back of the body. And then take it forward again. So we're sweeping the hand over. So nice deep breath in. And exhale to open through the chest. Looking over that shoulder. And then sweeping back to center again. Inhale. Exhale. Opening up. Good. Keeping them knees still. Core engaged through the center still. Lifting up through that waistline. And looking over that shoulder. Lovely job. Last two. Opening up. Well done. Last one. Good. Well done. We're going to do some clam, moving into mermaid's tail, and then maybe add on, we'll see. So bending knees, making sure feet are in line with the bum, and then making sure that core is connected through the center. So through lion position, with setting up the core, I want you to imagine there's a little trickle of water and it's about to hit you in the belly here. We're lifting up through that core so the spine is supported. Taking the top hand and popping the fingertips down on the mat, not the full hand, just lifting up through that arm as well. We're going to lift the top knee and lower it back down again. So as you're lifted up with each one, just try and correct yourself so that you know that you're definitely feeling this piece of, almost like a piece of string pulling that top leg from the bum cheek. So the bum cheek is the one that does the movement, nothing else. So lifting up and down. Good. Taking a nice deep breath in, wherever you want, to make sure that that breathing is helping the movement happen. Lovely job. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, so both feet come up off the floor. This is mermaid's tail. Knees stay on the floor. We're lifting up into clam, but this is extended clam. So keeping both feet up, lifting up. Well done. Well done, everybody. Don't forget to breathe with it. Wherever you feel, you can add in your breath. Last 3. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lovely. So if you need to tap it out, go ahead and tap it out. We're going to bend the top knee and take it over, and the bottom leg comes out straight. And with that bottom leg, we're going to reach the toes away from the body. So the more you reach that leg, it will start to want to come up off of the floor. So now my leg's up off the floor. We're going to drop it back down again and then lift up. Good. So that bottom leg is getting involved. The top leg is completely rested. We're lifting through the inner part of the thigh. Good. So again, just making sure them toes are completely pointed at the bottom, making sure the intention comes through the whole leg, lifting up. Core engaged just slightly. Well done. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Resting that down. Okay, so we're going to bend the bottom knee, take the top leg out long. We're going to flex the foot so the toes come up towards the body. We're going to lift that top leg, point the toes to lower it back down again. Flexing the foot to bring up, Pointing the toes to lower back down again. Well done. Flexing the foot, lifting up. Pointing the toe, lowering down. Good. Flexing up. Pointing to lower. Good. Again, breathing in. Exhale. Well done. In. Exhale. Flex. In. Exhale. Last one. Flex in. Exhale. Good work. Tap that out if you need to. We're going to go on to the opposite side. I shouldn't have ate a bag of crisps half an hour ago before I got on. Go and do Pilates. That was a bad move. Okay, ball or pillow underneath the head, arm out long. We're going into clam, extended clam, and then inside leg, upper leg. Taking a nice deep breath in to set yourself up, making sure that that core is engaged through the centre, and you've got that gap underneath the waist, hand out on top. Sorry, arm out in front of you, fingertips down on the floor. Making sure the feet are in line with the bum. We're going to lift that top knee and lowering back down again. Good. So wherever you want to, once you've got the movement down, you can add in your breath. So inhale, exhale. I normally say inhale and then exhale on the effort. It normally sets you up to inhale to get yourself prepared and then exhale to do the movement. But everybody's breathing is different, and to be honest with you, as long as you're breathing, it really doesn't matter. But just to get an idea of the pattern, we try and stick with something that you'll remember. Exhale on the effort. Good. And each one's slightly different, so whatever you feel like you can do is not a problem. 2 more. Last one. Good work. So lifting those feet up, lifting that top knee up. Oh, this one's not, this side hates me. I hate this side. It's always the worst one. Good work, ladies. Don't forget to breathe in and out. Well done. 3 more. 3, 2. Core engaged still. Last one. 1. Dropping that down. Tap that out if you need to. Okay. Whenever you're ready, taking the top knee over, bottom leg comes out straight. Lift it up through that core still, making sure that core is lifted. We're stretching through that bottom foot and we're lifting that leg up off of the floor, lowering it back down again. And again, lifting up. Good work. Good work. Keep going. We've got 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bending that bottom knee, taking that top leg out straight. Flexing the foot, lifting up, pointing the toe, and lowering back down again. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good work. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hello, cat. Exhale. Well done. Drop that down. Tap that out if you need to. Good work. We're going to do some swimming on the belly. I'm going to see how hard this goes. I'm not sure how my breathing's going to work, but it works somehow. Coming on to the belly, we're just going to finish off doing some chest opening, sort of breathing. I'll work it out with us as we go along. So making sure that your core is still connected, even though you're laying down on the floor. We're going to take one cheek down onto the mat,
So the head should be looking towards the screen if you need to. We're going to start really gently by keeping the hands underneath the shoulders, bending the elbows. Taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to inhale to lift up and look forward. Exhale to drop the opposite cheek down and come back down onto the mat. We're going to inhale to lift up. So there should be some engagement through the hands, just slightly pushing into the mat. And we're just going to work the breath with the back. So it is quite strong still. We're making sure the glutes are not engaging too much. And the movement is coming from your bra strap or bra area. So the back muscles are starting to work. Going to inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. Sorry, exhale to come up. I'm lost where I am. Just breathe wherever you are. Yeah. So I'm normally inhaling to come down. Exhale to come up. Good. And with each one, your back's going to get stronger. So with each one, just try and push that a little bit further up. So you feel like you're kind of really, your chest is opening with the movement as well. And almost imagine that you've got a pencil between your shoulder blades. So when you come up, you're really pinching them shoulder blades back and down. And then you're coming down to relax. So we're getting those shoulder blades involved. And then coming down again. Well done. Just a few more because we'll add on next. But it is quite a strong one if your back can't take it. 2 more. Lovely. Last one. Whew. Down. Okay. So hands coming round and behind the back. If you can, open through them elbows and try and rest the elbows down onto the mat. We're going to open through the chest and through the back, but taking a nice deep breath in on the floor. Exhale, we're lifting the elbows and looking forward. And then inhale to come back down the opposite cheek. Exhale to lift up through the chest. And then come back down again. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Lovely. Good work. Just a few more. Last 2. Good work. Good work. Right, dropping the arms down. We're going to take them again into like, it's called cactus. So elbows bent, hands by the side here. We're going to point the toe. We're going to lift one leg up off the floor. You can keep the cheek on the floor if you want. You can keep your forehead on the floor, or you can lift your head up with it, depending on where you feel you're strong enough to. And taking that foot back down onto the mat, and then we're lifting the opposite foot up. Good. So I'm going to lift and lower my head with it. I'm going to inhale on the down. Exhale to lift up with the head and back with the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting through that leg. So really pushing the toes away from the body. Pointing the toe will really help get that length through the back and length through the spine. And then lowering back down again. Inhale on the lower. Exhale on the left. I want you to feel like your glute is really doing the movement. So inhale again. Inhale on the lower. Exhale to lift. And again, inhale. Exhale, lift. Well done. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Well done. Last one. Good work. So we're going to do a few stretches. We're coming onto the side of the body again. We're going to do a stretch through the quads, because everybody needs it, including me. Taking your pillow or your ball, popping it underneath the head so you're nice and relaxed through the body. Core engaged still though. We're taking the foot up towards the bum cheek and then getting the hands to wrap around the foot. Good. We're pulling, this is a stretch on its own. So try and take a few deep breaths and just relax through the quad. And then we're going to extend that in just a sec. Nice deep breath in and out, just to pull that foot in towards the bum a little bit more, just to give that extra little push on the quad. Well done. Whenever you're ready, we're going to push the foot into the hand, so you take the foot away from the bum. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and then pull the foot in towards the bum. Really feeling that hip opening at the front and the stretch on the knee as well, so you'll feel it right through the side. Nice deep breath in and out just to feel that stretch a little bit more. Nice deep breath in and out again. Whenever you're ready, going to push that foot into the hand, pushing the foot away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull that leg in. Good work. Really feel that stretch. Whew. Nice deep breath in and out, so let that relax. Last one. Going to push the foot into the hand again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull that in. Good. Taking the foot away, coming onto the other side. Oh. Taking that top leg foot up towards the bum, catch it with the hand. Just feel that stretch to start with, because it's quite a strong stretch on its own. Making sure the leg doesn't come up too high, but keeping the knees in line with each other. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. Just feel that little extra pull, so pulling that foot in a little bit more as it gets more and more stretched. Well done. Whenever you're ready, you're going to push that foot into the hand. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull in that foot towards the bum. Taking a few deep breaths. And again, pushing the foot down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull it in. Well done. Last one. Pushing that foot down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull it in. Well done, everyone. Taking the foot away, shake it out if you need to. We're going to do just a couple breaths on the belly breathing, and then we're all finished. So get yourself a nice comfortable position. That could be laying down with knees bent, or you can come into a seated position. Be good for me, actually. Yeah. Okay. So hand on the belly, one hand on the belly, one hand on the rib cage. Shaking any tension with your shoulders and closing your eyes if you need to. We're going to really imagine that the breath is coming into the belly rather than the lungs. We go past the lungs, we inhale, and then as you inhale, the belly comes out. So we inflate the belly like a balloon, and we exhale to squeeze all the air out. And with that little bit of push out, we're going to just gently feel that core engagement. We do an in-breath for 5, exhale for 7 counts. So whenever you're ready, get yourself nice and comfortable. Shaking any tension out the shoulders again. Nice deep breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, ladies, we're going to come back up into a standing position. So coming into kneeling and then into tabletop position. Tucking the toes under And then pushing into the toes to bring the bum up towards the ceiling. We're coming into downward dog, walking those heels out just to feel that little less tension in the heels. Pushing into the floor to stretch through those arms and the back, walking the hands up towards the feet. Whenever you're ready, we're bending the knees, pushing into the feet, tuck the pelvis under, rolling that spine up one by one, up into a standing position, opening through the chest at the top. Last thing to come up is the head. Can't see me anymore. Head. And then, so once you're up on the feet, we want to check in. Feet are still in line with knees in line with hips. Pelvis is at 50, opening through the chest and opening through that spine. And you're all finished. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining. See you later. Bye, everyone.